Howdy, folks. Howdy. I'm Black Dragon, and welcome to another edition of Black Dragon Biker News Network. Biker News you can trust. And as always, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in from wherever it is in the world that you happen to be. We got some cool news for you this morning. So we'll be right back at you right after this. All righty. So we are looking at some things. Let me get the right screens pulled up here. Some tragic news here, if we can get that screen up. Some tragic news here. You guys may have heard about former NFL player Alex Collins dies in a motorcycle crash. So, we're going to be seeing a lot of motorcycle crashes. And I don't know, like we're in midsummer, not understanding why we're having all these motorcycle crashes, but absolutely we are. Let's go to this sound right here.
Former NFL professional Alex Collins is dead. He died in a motorcycle accident at age 28, according to CBS Miami. The accident occurred in the city of Lauderdale Lakes in the U.S. state Florida. Collins was pronounced dead at the scene of the accident, according to a police report. Officials were investigating how the accident occurred. It said, "It was a pleasure to be around Alex." His former coach with the Baltimore Ravens, John Harbaugh, wrote on Twitter. The club itself also put up a memorial post. It said Collins had been a truly gracious person who had brought light and love to so many people in his life. Collins had been drafted by the Seattle Seahawks in 2016. He moved on to the Baltimore Ravens back in 2017. In his first year, his most successful season in the NFL, he scored 6 touchdowns for the club as a running back and ran for a total of 973 yards. Most recently, Collins played for USFL club Memphis Showboats.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's gone at 28. Just a young man. The Broward County Sheriff's Office revealed in a news release that the accident occurred on Sunday night in Lauderdale Lakes, Florida. Collins, whose NFL journey spans several teams, last competed in the league in 2021. So, yeah, these young guys and motorcycles, it just seems to be one of those things that is really sad. It goes on a lot. And I guess it's just because, when I was 28, my gosh, I had a Gixxer 1100, and that's just kind of how we got down. And you give up things like, I lost part of this thumb. You give up things out there on these motorcycles. Could have been my life, but it was only a piece of thumb. So I don't know how we get across to the younger guys that haste makes waste. Here we have another story about motorcycle wrecks.
A News 3 investigation obtained Virginia State Police dash camera video showing dangerous behavior on our area roads.
Every year, thousands of people are hurt and killed on motorcycles. And nationally, we've seen a big increase in deaths over the last 2 years.
Investigative reporter Margaret Kavanaugh is looking into some of those issues.
Wednesday afternoon in late March, Virginia State Police dash camera video shows how they tried to pull over this woman on a motorcycle on 264. The 23-year-old sailor gets off near town center, crashes, and ultimately dies from her injuries.
I'm going 100 miles an hour. I can't catch up.
Back on October 26, 2021, they tried to pull over a man on a motorcycle.
He's stepping on it.
It's 8:15 at night on I-64 in Chesapeake, as many drivers are just trying to get home.
Current speeds are still 100 miles an hour.
He crashes against the guardrail.
He went down.
He survives
On your stomach, hands out!
and is then arrested.
During the summer, it's 2 and 3 times a month as far as severe crashes, but they happen on a daily basis.
The National Highway Safety Administration says there were 6,000 people killed on motorcycles in 2022. That's a 1% increase from the year prior, which held a record number of deaths.
I've been to about 3 funerals this year, so, you know, a lot of the families have to deal with their loved ones passing away because there's not a lot of protection when you're on a motorcycle.
Experts say it's a combination of problems, drivers in cars that are not paying enough attention.
They follow too close a lot of times, and a lot of times they will run you off the road.
But experts also say too many people on motorcycles are going too fast, swerving in and out of traffic, and even doing what's called drop a gear and disappear. This 24-year-old self-described adrenaline junkie describes the meaning.
The torque, the throttle, all that, just leave it wide open. You're gone within seconds. So that's usually, you know, if you're running from the cops or need to get out of a situation, that's what you would use that for.
Have you ever done that?
Maybe.
He says he's safer on the roads today.
When you get on these bikes, you have to know what you're getting into, and if you're going to run from the police, you have to know what the outcome could be.
We stopped by Speed Gears, a motorcycle repair shop, and met some riders. The owner says he encourages the new and younger riders to be safe.
They want to make it go as fast as they can with little experience. Take the safety courses. Even experienced riders can benefit from that. It can be like a refresher course.
Longtime rider Jim Tash is the business manager for Hampton Roads Motorcycle Safety Training.
There's a lot of things going on in Hampton Roads that probably need to be addressed, and we hope that we're making a difference there with our classes.
Troopers say running from law enforcement puts many at risk.
I think they need to be caught and they need to be prosecuted for it. It gives us a bad name anyway. Those of us that are trying to ride within the law, it gives us a bad name.
Troopers say if they tell you to pull over, stop.
Yes, it's a bad thing to get a summons, but you get to see tomorrow. When you escalate that to eluding from the police, it's time in jail. It could be anybody can hurt besides you.
And he says some of the calls stick with you forever.
Knowing that because I had to perform my duties, somebody made bad decisions and it became bad for their outcome, but we still carry that weight every day. That's not something that people talk about or even think to talk about, but we're people just like anybody else.
We have more information and links if you're interested in signing up for motorcycle classes on our website at WTKR.com. I'm Margaret Cavanaugh for News.
Yeah, so, yeah. So that was a 23-year-old Navy sailor, female, running from the police like that. Like these motorcycles, man, they make you feel like Superman or Superwoman, and it's kind of crazy. I guess we all live through it to a greater or lesser extent as we are young and trying to figure it out, right? Kind of crazy. Just really, really, really crazy. Yeah, so they're seeing more and more traffic accidents out there. And you would think that maybe, I don't know. I thought the cops weren't like supposed to chase you anymore. Like they had stopped that, chasing people and stuff. But because these crazy people, they think they're super people. And they're not going to stop. You guys might remember this one. This happened about a month ago, maybe, where these bikers were killed up in not killed, but 7 motorcyclists had a crash up in Pine Level, where this one pickup truck crossed lanes and the back of his truck hit the lead bike and caused a chain reaction. Let me play that real quick.
and after troopers say an SUV hit a group of motorcyclists and then left the scene. 7 people were hurt. It happened on Highway 70 in Johnston County near Pine Level. WRAL's Destiny Patterson tells us about the search for the hit-and-run driver.
Where I'm standing is right near Pine Level. I'm right next to the 338-mile marker, which is where state troopers tell me that black SUV crashed into those motorcyclists and kept going. This surveillance video at a car dealership shows members of the Twisted Kings Motorcycle Club passing by on the highway. While we can't see what happens next, state troopers say a Ford Explorer was driving fast. They changed lanes, hitting the lead motorcycle. From there, it was a chain reaction. Another business across the street shared this video with WRAL. You can see several emergency units racing to the crash scene. As it goes on, more and more units appear, making U-turns on the highway to get there. 5 people were sent to the hospital, 2 of them with serious injuries. The other 2 declined to be transported.
I believe they're shutting down the entire westbound line.
The road was shut down for several hours after the crash. Authorities still have not found the driver responsible. At this point, it's not clear why that black SUV did not stop. State troopers say that people should be on the lookout for a Ford Explorer with damage on its back right side. Destiny Patterson, WRAL News.
Well, it turns out that they actually caught that guy. Yeah. They caught him. And it was really egregious because of all of the stuff that happened. And let me see if this article covers it all. Let's see here. So, troopers arrest suspected hit and run driver who injured 7 motorcyclists. This is in Pine Level. The State Highway Patrol has arrested a 47-year-old man in connection with the hit-and-run accident that injured 7 motorcyclists on July 29th at 10:14 p.m. Troopers said a Ford Explorer was traveling westbound on US 70 near Pine Level. The SUV moved from the left lane into the right lane, striking the lead rider of the group of motorcyclists in the right lane. This caused a chain reaction where 3 other motorcycles collided. And here's a picture of a front end of one of the motorcycles, and that fender is scratched up and scraped up. A total of 7 people on the 4 motorcycles were injured, 2 critically. The driver of the SUV failed to stop at the scene. One of the motorcycle riders not involved in the collision began following the SUV. Now, here's the crazy thing. So, you know, your brothers get knocked off the motorcycles, and this idiot keeps going, so you follow him. And as you follow him, you get to see how many other lives this fool puts in jeopardy. So he followed the SUV as it exited from US 70 onto US 70 Business, which must have been the side road, reportedly at a high rate of speed into the Smithfield city limits. The Ford Explorer began running red lights in the city limits, and the eyewitness lost sight of the vehicle. But he was able to give troopers the license plate. So here we have Mr. Maradiega, right here, picture of him. Following the investigation, Selvin Antonio Contreras Maradiega of Caswell Street, Smithfield, he lived in Smithfield, was located and questioned by state troopers. They reportedly found fresh damage to the rear of his 2013 Ford SUV. After consultation with the Johnston County District Attorney's Office, a warrant was obtained for Selvin Maradiega, charging him with hit and run, causing serious injury. And those were the 2 felonies he was charged with on August 7th. Maradiega was served with the felony warrant by the Highway Patrol. So they caught him. They caught him because one of their club brothers of the Twisted Kings was vigilant and chased this guy. Oh my God. I mean, can you imagine what that chase was like? Just horrible. As this guy starts running red lights and just carrying on to get away. And, you know, my own motorcycle club, we experienced this over a year ago. And all of my brothers and sisters are riding across the country right now, heading to Wichita, Kansas, our 35th annual there. And we've all got to ride past mile marker 22 and a half there in Arkansas, right before the Oklahoma border. Got to all ride past mile marker 22 and a half, westbound side, where 3 of our brothers and sisters were murdered on the highway. And that person still hasn't gone to trial yet. It was a pickup truck driving the wrong way down the highway at a high rate of speed and just ran over my brothers and sisters and burned them alive. So these people are, and the only reason that they couldn't run is because they were, the truck was wrecked and caught a fire as well. So we're all hurt by these people. I never knew how prevalent, how often this happened until it happened to my own club brothers and sisters. And now I see it like every week, a truck or a car or something is running over people. Here is another story. This one is kind of crazy. Police are searching for a biker accused of assaulting a man in Miami Beach. Now, I got to tell you guys something. Especially when you get a little older. You want to, you get annoyed by these kids and you want to say something to them like, hey, slow the hell down. Don't do that. Don't do that. When you get old, mind your own business, because you might have to fight one of these guys, and if you don't have your equalizer on you, you might get hurt. And that's what happened in this case. Police search for a biker accused of assaulting a man in Miami Beach. So here's the picture of the biker. He looks like a little wise ass, little short shit on a Grom or something. But these guys are tough, especially when you're a little older, and they might hurt you. You know what I mean? So, South Florida man was just blocks away from his home, minding his own business, when he crossed paths with a group of bikers. Moments later, police said he was brutally beaten by one of the bikers. It was an Ocean Drive ATV and dirt bike takeover that went from really noisy to really violent. And this is why people get so mad when they do that meat thing where they just take over the city and shut down the highway and all the stuff that they do, because they do get violent. They do loot stuff and carry on or hurt people. I almost feel like the cops should have beanbag guns and just be able to shoot them off the motorcycles. I know, I'm a biker and I said that. Isn't that horrible? But anyway. It was an Ocean Drive, an ATV, and dirt bike takeover that went from really noisy to really violent. There was a good amount of blood, said a witness. The man was beaten so badly that he had to be rushed to Ryder Trauma Center. Funny it'd be named Ryder Trauma Center, isn't it? Police are now searching for a rider seen on an internal Miami Beach police flyer that was obtained exclusively by 7 News. A tourist from Texas who's back home witnessed the brutal beatdown. He provided 7 News with a description of what he saw Sunday at 13th Street and Ocean Drive, where non-street legal bikes tore through the heart of South Beach's Marquis Street as they ripped it up on sidewalks, among cafe diners, and crowds of pedestrians, just putting everybody's life in danger. One of the guys was walking across the street, and it looked like he told the guy to kind of maybe slow it down a bit, the witness said. He said the confrontation prompted the rider to start doing a donut around the guy, like revving his tire, like at the guy where the smoke was going in his face. And it's at that moment and you let him know you're not messing around. It's at that moment that you pull your heater out, your equalizer, when he starts circling you with using his bike to do donuts around you and spit rubber and rocks and debris up into your face. You let him know, hey, bro, I ain't playing with your ass. But, of course, I guess he didn't have, and he's in Florida. You would imagine in Florida, the stand your ground state, a person be ready to stand his ground, but he wasn't. That's why you keep your mouth shut. You just leave him alone. Right? You just leave him alone. Keep your mouth shut and you leave him alone. But he didn't do that. Didn't do that. And now the guy gets off his bike. And it says the soon-to-be victim tried to shoo the rider away, like maybe you shoo a fly, shoo. As the guy was walking, the rider just jumped off his bike and started wailing on him, said the witness. The guy ended up getting, knocked out, they said, falling straight to the ground. And it looks like he hit his head on the ground and had a big gash in his head, a scar he'll probably carry for life, and was unconscious for a good few minutes. Everybody came around and started helping him, and then the ambulance came. Fire and rescue and police rushed in to help the injured man on the ground. Surveillance video showed some of the riders heading west away from Ocean Drive. In the aftermath, Miami Beach police confirmed they're in possession of several videos, which were also obtained by 7 News. The department also provided a statement. I'm going to try to get those videos. I want to see what happened myself. The department also provided a statement. It reads in part, the pedestrian was transported to Jackson Memorial Hospital after falling to the ground, but thankfully he expected to be okay. He is expected to be okay. The rider fled the area with the group. Detectives are actively investigating. Sources told 7 News the victim lives blocks away from where he got accosted at. Riders have been taken over South Florida streets for years across Miami-Dade and Broward counties, famously on Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day and again on Sunday on South Beach. So there's got to be something we can do to stop this nonsense. Now there's a violent crime to be that has to be solved because of this, they say. And if you have any information on this crime, call Miami-Dade Crime Stoppers at 305-471-TIPS. Remember, you can always remain anonymous, and you may be eligible for a reward of up to $5,000. But you should need the money. You should do it because it's your civic duty to get these morons off our streets, man. This is just horrible. Anyway, if you don't have anything to do coming up on September the 2nd, make sure to go to the Omens Labor Day Beer Bash, $8 with colors, $10 without, up there in Cleveland, Ohio. They're going to have a raffle liquor basket, food truck vendors, and they're going to be getting down. If you're looking for some fun, we got a Bear As You Dare contest being held. Best fit wins a door prize. Ladies, flash the bar for free shots on us. Save the date. It's going to be a night to remember. I bet you. I want to be the bartender and get flashed. I'll give you all the free drinks you want. I'm just saying. Also, if you're going to Saturday, August 26th, the Warlocks, Ohio, will be throwing a poker run starting Sunday at Bob's Patio, 2008, Ohio 198, there in Cary, Ohio, 43316. Registration starts at 9:30 a.m. Kickstands up at 11 a.m. Kickstart. That's been a long time since we've had one of those. $15 per rider, $20 per couple. It's a benefit ride for the Desert Rose Exotic Rescue. We took a look at that yesterday. Cool thing. My motorcycle club, the Black Sabbath Motorcycle Club, over in Wichita, Kansas, our Wichita, Kansas chapter. They're having their 35-year anniversary. I know I said 39 yesterday. That's because my producer said 39. That's actually 35. Blast from the Past annual weekend schedule. So last night, they had a bike night over there at the clubhouse, 816 South Broadway Street. It's going to continue tonight. Friday is the meet and greet. Starts at 6 p.m. at 816 South Broadway Street in Wichita, Kansas. They're going to be partying all night long, man. And I'd love it if you guys would go over there and tell them Black Dragon sent you. They're going to treat you like king or queen. Saturday, tomorrow, August 19th, we have the picnic at Sim Park, S-I-M, Sim Park. The picnic is from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. 2020 West Murdoch, Wichita, Kansas, 67203. And then Saturday night, August 19th, is our dance, 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. at 3115 East 25th Street, Wichita, Kansas, 67219. And then the after party, of course, will be over at the clubhouse. It's $15 in advance, $20 at the door. A table is $150, which includes 6 bands. You know, the bands are the things that you put on your arm to get in the door. So if you buy a table, you get 6 bands and a bottle. Contact Big Skinny, 316-990-3664, or Cutting Up, 816-499-0615. If you haven't booked your hotel by now, it's too late. You just have to take what you get when you get there. But the hotel, if they have any openings still, Super 8 by Wyndham, Wichita North, 3741 North Rock Road, Wichita, Kansas. There'll be a lot of partying there. Also, the Red Roof Inn and Conference Center, Wichita Airport. And there'll be some folks hanging out and partying there. So that's what's going on this weekend. Now, my own chapter, September 22 through 22nd through the 23rd, we'll be having our 22nd anniversary here in Atlanta. Yeah. So 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. Saturday, September 23rd at Lindale's Event Center, 2260 Lake Harbin Road. I'd love if you'd come see me out here. I'll be there with my club brothers hanging out. This is in Morrow, Georgia, 30260. $10 in advance, $15 at the door. VIP table with bottle is only $50. And if you want to get your band, you can get it from $, just send your money to $, BSMC Atlanta 2023. Or get one from me, Black Dragon. $ Biker Prez, P-R-E-Z. It's scrolling across the bottom. Send me $12 so I can send you your band. $2 for shipping and handling. I would absolutely appreciate it if you came and hung out with us. It'd be really cool. So that's our news for today and our updates. If you have an update you want me to cover, send it to me. I'd be glad to cover it and tell you guys about it. Also, we want you to know that a biker, one of our folks that watch this channel, has a brother that's missing. Youngsville police asked for the public's help locating missing man with autism. Youngsville Police Department is asking for public's help in locating this missing man. His name is Joshua Lewis Tuck. He's 30 years old. He was last seen by his family Friday evening in the parking lot of the Food Lion, located at 1160 U.S. Highway 1 in Youngsville. He was last seen around 6:30 p.m. And they're looking for him. The missing man, John Lewis Tuck, was last seen by his family in that Food Lion parking lot. And this is Youngsville, North Carolina, of course. August 4th, 2023, around 6:30 p.m., Mr. Tuck drives a black 2000 Chevrolet Tahoe. Mr. Tuck was last seen wearing short sleeves, a black shirt, a black jacket, and dark blue jeans. He's 5'11" tall, weighs 200 pounds, has long brown hair and blue eyes. He's autistic and suffers from depression and anxiety. So they want to get him back. They want to find out where he is. If you guys know anything or you've seen him and you're in that area, please let folks know. They want their family member back. All right. I believe that's everything for this morning. We have a show this evening at about 9 p.m. And this show is another MC Protocol show, and it talks about the reason that when you become a president of a motorcycle club, you lose all your friends. There's reasons for that. Well, why am I lonely all of a sudden? Why don't I have any friends? Why does everybody hate me? Well, I'll tell you why. So if you want to get the information as to why all motorcycle club presidents are lonely, I think we entitled it, "It's Lonely at the Top When You Become Prez." We'll help you figure that out. So make sure to check us out, Black Dragon Biker TV, tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. And if you're not over there in Wichita, Kansas, enjoying the party, then you should be here with me. All right, that's my 2 cents. Love to hear your 2 cents in the comment section below. Hit me with a number 1 if you enjoyed the show. And let us know, of course, where you're from. Hit me with a number 1 if you enjoyed the show. I'm Black Dragon. Thanks for tuning in. And get skinny.
Prepare yourself to take the helm as president of your mighty motorcycle club by delving into the pages of Black Dragon's newest book, The President's Bible, Chronicle 1, Principles of Motorcycle Club Leadership. There you will learn to advance your skills in applying the 14 scientific principles of leadership similar to those taught to officers in the United States Naval Service. Available in hardcover, paperback, and ebook. Get yours today on Amazon, Kindle, or order it at your local bookstore. Order your autographed copy from blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club president you can be. Get the book.
Get Black Dragon's first book, The Prospect's Bible, to learn how to join a motorcycle club. It has been an Amazon #1 bestseller for the past 7 years and is required reading for over 3,000 motorcycle clubs worldwide. This book is a must-have for new people venturing onto the motorcycle club set. It will teach you how to prepare yourself for service to the motorcycle club nation and show you how to qualify a motorcycle club to be worthy of your service. Available on Amazon, Kindle, and for order at your local bookstore. Get your autographed copy at blackdragonsgear.com. Be the best motorcycle club prospect you can be. Get the book.